Welcome back to Quad Radio and welcome back to Durham Town as we set the stage for the Maxxis General GNCC and wrap up the Parts Unlimited River Ranch GNCC. What a great week of GNCC and off-road racing as we now joined by Gabe Phillips. Gabe, the number 12 in the Arab. Number 11, oh, you got the 12 on your bike, but the number 11 this season, and what is considered the heir apparent, so to speak, in that XC2 Pro-Am class. And Gabe, welcome to Quad Radio, and I can tell you're still a little bit sore from the way things worked out for you there on Sunday in round one out in Florida.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sore, body-wise sore. I'm just ready to go for Georgia.
So more than anything, you're steaming, you're boiling inside right now, I guess, huh?
Yeah, whenever 10 seconds, it's on.
All right, man. I like to hear that. Now, I know you don't want to look back. It's kind of like, don't look past your shoulder type thing. Put the fires out and keep moving. But let's look back for just a second, man. What did happen there in Florida? How did things start out for you this year?
I got a good start there off the start. I got a lap and a half or so in, and actually a nut backed off of my ball joint. One of the spindles wallowed out. So, I mean, that's ended my race.
Wow, that had to be a major disappointment on so many different levels, man, because you prepared, man. I mean, talk about being prepared. You were so prepared coming into this season. The people that you've been working with, the training and the time that you've been putting in.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It was hard for me to take, but I got a lot of people helping me out, and I'm more ready this year than I've ever been. So I don't know, hopefully we can get it at Georgia.
No doubt, and I don't want to point fingers or anything, but was you the one that didn't tighten that bolt down?
No, everything was tight. It was just a fluke thing. I guess with the powder coating wore out in the inside of the spindle and the ball joint started having play in it, just backed the nut off from all the vibration and moving around.
Right. Now, as that race went on, as things got up and rolling, how were you feeling, man? I mean, with the way things were coming to you down there.
I mean, I got a good start. I was just kind of on cruise control. I mean, last year I went out and got the whole shot and just tried to run away with it. I got tired there at the end, and now I got a good start again this year and just kind of set on cruise to wait for the last couple laps, but I didn't make it that far.
Well, I'll tell you, man, there's a couple positives you can take out of that. I mean, obviously you didn't score as many points toward your championship that you would like to have, but the one plus and positive about that is you may be one of the fresher guys out there on the line this week.
Yeah, let's hope so.
I know a lot of guys got beat up with blisters and just literally, I mean, the sand this year with the moisture content and the rain coming down there to start made for a little different racetrack, I think, than what you guys have been faced with there at River Ranch in years past.
Yeah, it made the track a lot harder. It got a lot more square edge stuff in it, and I mean, it rutted out in places. There was a couple mud holes. It's hard to get through, but other than that, I mean, it was still sand loops.
It was still Florida, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And we're getting ready to roll into still Georgia, and, temperatures were a factor this past weekend as far as the Florida sun and everything. And traditionally, when we move north to Georgia, the sun is out sometimes, but I tell you, this weekend seems to be a little more intense. We're talking temperatures up near 80 plus here as we head through the weekend, man. Is that something you're going to be prepared for?
Yeah, definitely. I'm ready for the heat. I've been in it all winter long, so hopefully we're ready to roll.
Now, let's talk about the weekend in and of itself. I know you said when the 10 seconds flies, you're going to be ready to go, but let's talk about Georgia GNCC style track. What are you feeling? What's your gut feelings going into this one, and what's your game plans?
To finish. That's the main goal right now. I definitely want to leave there with a win. I've never podiumed there. I've always had bad luck there. It's just, I think, hopefully the bad luck's out of the way at round one, so should be good, hopefully.
Do you think that maybe in years past, I realize it's not quite like what the two-wheel guys go through, having a race on Tuesday, then come back and do it just 4 days later. You guys got a few more days than that between, but do you think that maybe the first round of the season might be one of those things that takes a little more out of you in years past than what you realize?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was down the floor working hard at it and everything, and I mean, there's a lot of training going on just for round one. But I mean, a lot of people's been in the dirt more than I have, so hopefully all my endurance and everything from the sand carries over in the dirt.
But the thing about it is, I mean, this season, I mean, was probably the first season you've trained like this?
Yeah and no. Last year I trained hard too. I rode a lot more last season, and I even rode more to start this season off. So I'm riding with faster people, trying to make myself better. So hopefully it all works out in the end.
I'm sure it will. And as we head to the traditional GNCC stuff, you say, well, I've been working in sand. That's got to be something that's beneficial, because the sand is so much more technical to ride in, and so much more energy zapping, and you use so many muscles and so much strength, and it's got to be beneficial heading into the clays of Georgia and into North Carolina, and of course eventually into South Carolina and all through the tour.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the tracks get real rough there the last lap and a half or so, and it's just I don't know, it should be good. It's a lot different. It's a lot harder, and it's back on dirt, so it's a lot different suspension setup, and that's what we're here doing right now. So I don't know. We'll see.
How is the suspension feeling right now?
Better, a lot better. The rear shock I got on my bike now is a lot better than what I've been riding. We still got to mess with the fronts a little bit, and but everything should be dialed in by the end of today.
All righty, man. It sounds like you got a good program working, and at the same time trying to get a little relaxation in before a big weekend, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Well, have yourself a good rest of the day. We hope the suspension gets better, and any shout-outs or anything anybody want to say hey to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my parents. They've been here with me all week. Everybody from Waynesburg Yamaha, Custom Axis, Hyper Maxis, Toby from Moto Experts, Flex Fast, just everybody else has helped me, all my friends and family back home. They all keep up with me and everything, and just keep me moving forward, I guess you'd want to say, but just thanks to everybody else.
Well, it's a sea of blue here at Durhamtown, as we see a lot of the Yamaha boys out here, and Gabe Phillips is one of them. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio.